People today find it hard to understand why long ago in ancient Rome, some moms and dads left their new babies. Rome was a big and advanced city, but they still did this. Why? Let's talk about what we know from old times. Long ago in old times, there was a special wheel in Rome's walls. Mothers could leave babies when they couldn't take care of them. It was like a big wooden barrel that turned around. When a mom put her baby in, nobody could see her. This was called a founding wheel. Watch our video and think about how life was different in Rome. Remember, it was a very different time and place back then. Back in the old days, some parents didn't keep their babies. They would leave them at special places in the city. Some of these spots were known for leaving babies, like Lactoria columna or the Spurky lacus. If a baby was left there, someone might pick it up to take care of it. They gave the baby a chance to have a new home. But if a baby was left far away from the city, it was more likely that no one would find it. Those babies were really left alone and wouldn't make it. It's really sad to think about it, but it's how things were back then. Sometimes babies were left with clothes on, but not always. There's a story about a leader named Claudius. He made sure a baby was left without any clothes. This made it harder for the baby to survive. He really didn't want that baby to live on, but other times, parents had hoped that someone else would find and care for their baby. Parents sometimes left special things with the baby. They hoped that one day they could use these things to know their baby if they ever saw them again. Things like baby toys and special charms called corpundia. There's a story called Daphnis and Chloe where this happens. It was written a long time ago by a Greek writer named Longus. We'll talk about 5 reasons why babies were left alone in ancient Rome. We want to understand how Romans felt about it. If you lived back then in Rome, would there be a good reason to leave a baby? Let's find out. Reason number 1, money and taking care of babies. One big reason parents left their babies was money. If a family didn't have much money, another baby meant even less food for everyone. But a thinker named Musonius Rufus said that not just poor families, even rich ones sometimes left their babies. Reason number 2, health of the baby. Today, sometimes babies are born with health problems. We have doctors and medicines to help, but long ago, it was harder to take care of these babies. They didn't have the same help we do now. Serenus, an old expert, had a list to check if the baby was healthy. The baby needed to cry loudly, move well, and all parts of their body should work right. If not, families might decide not to keep them. Reason number 3, babies born without marriage. Sometimes babies were born when parents weren't married. This could make families decide to leave the baby. Like Claudius, a leader from the past, did this with a baby that wasn't born in marriage. Another leader, Augustus, did the same thing with his granddaughter's baby, and there's a story where a girl named Candace had a baby because she did something wrong with her brother. Her dad was so angry that he didn't let the baby stay. He said wild animals should take the baby. Reason number 4, bad signs. A long time ago, people believed in signs and omens. Suetonius, a writer from the past, said that sometimes parents left babies because of bad signs. One time, when a leader named Germanicus died, people were very sad. Some parents left their babies because they thought it was a bad omen. People also showed their sadness by damaging their holy places and throwing away their small god statues. This kind of thing didn't happen a lot, but sometimes it did. Reason number 5, boys or girls. A long time ago, some families wanted boys more than girls. There's a letter where a dad tells a mom to keep the baby if it's a boy, but if it's a girl, they shouldn't keep her. There's also a story in play where a mom named Sistrata is told by her husband Cremes the same thing. If she has a girl, she shouldn't keep the baby. We really don't know how many families thought this way, but some actually did. Many of the babies who were found and grew up became workers for free, kind of like slaves. This might be one reason why some babies were left alone in the first place. There was also a big worry in ancient Rome. They feared that if a dad didn't know his daughter because she was left as a baby, he might meet her when she's grown up and not know she's his child. This could cause big problems, especially if she worked in bad places. The Christian apologist Justin talked about how serious this problem could be. Today, a hospital in Rome has a new version of this wheel. It's a place where moms can safely leave their babies if they can't take care of them. It uses new technology to help the baby. The first baby was left there on a Saturday night. It was a little boy about 3 months old at the time. The people at the hospital said that he was okay. They named him Stefano. The doctor, Pierre Michele Paolillo, said they were surprised to find an older baby. He also said it seemed like the baby had been loved. Stefano was dressed nicely and had been fed well. The place where Stefano was left is warm and safe. It even has machines to help him breathe if needed. When a baby is left there, an alarm sounds in the hospital. This lets doctors know they need to check on the baby right away. This is the new way of doing the old thing, said Dr. Paolillo. Before long, the wheel was in a church, and now it's part of a big baby care area in the hospital. Other places in Europe are doing something similar. They have new versions of the founding wheel. In Italy, some cities have them too. For example, in Bergamo, there's a warm cradle in a church. When a baby is put in, an alarm sounds, and then the church people call for help. The hospital in Rome is in a poor area. Many people from other countries live there. Sadly, many babies get left alone in this neighborhood. In the past 2 years, the hospital has taken care of 30 babies found alone. Some were even found in trash bins, and not all of them lived. Grazia Passeri, who helps women and children, said that young women from other countries sometimes come to Italy alone. They might not have family or friends. Sometimes they get treated badly and left alone. The hospital made the new baby place after they found a baby girl in a truck in 2005. Dr. Paolillo said the baby's mother must have wanted the best for her. He said that even when babies are left alone, it might be an act of love from the mother. Sadly, leaving babies alone has been a problem for a long time. In ancient Rome, unwanted babies were left in public places. Some people took them to be slaves, while others left them to die. The church then made the founding wheels to help. These wheels spread across Europe and were used for many years. In Italy, they stopped using them when Mussolini was in power, but he made a rule that mothers who left their babies could keep their names a secret. Now, the hospital has posters in many languages. They tell moms that they can bring their babies there. They won't get in trouble or be sent away. But leaving a baby in a dangerous place is against the law. Raffaele Milano, a city leader, said they want to help as many moms as possible. They want to find the best way to keep babies safe. Since the new baby place opened, some moms have left their babies at the hospital to be adopted by other families. But the biggest challenge is telling new people in Italy about this, especially those who just came to the country. They might not know they have rights. For example, they can stay in Italy when they're pregnant and after the baby is born for a while. Maria Rosa Hihon, who helps immigrants, said it's tough to teach these moms, but they're trying their best. Thank you all for watching this video, and don't forget to leave a comment below and let us know what you think about this topic. See you next time, and bye for now.